I mean, wildlife has become too much of a holy cow. Should we worry about every animal's death? Where cheetal are an invasive species, you can't hunt them. To me, the idea that conservation equals animal rights or animal welfare is a problematic thing. And so the consumptive use of wildlife, something that was outlawed in India with the Wildlife Protection Act, I find is problematic because it removes an instrument that could be used for conservation. So the conservation of species does not necessarily mean the conservation of every individual of that species. We've become successful at tiger conservation in our tiger reserves, and the populations are now expanding, moving into more human-dominated landscapes. And as a consequence, some animals are dying.
Yes.
Okay. Should we worry about every animal's death? Or should we look at population level statistics and say, okay, our breeding populations are safe. There's some surplus that's going to come out of here. We can manage that surplus. And we'll also realize that some animals are going to die.
Yes.
Okay. And let's not worry about it too much. As long as the cause of death is not, organized poaching or organized crime or something like that. I mean, wildlife has become too much of a holy cow in India. It's almost like untouchable. I mean, to the extent that even where wildlife is an invasive species, for example, in the Andamans, where cheetal are an invasive species, you can't hunt them. We should allow for that. In many other places, we are allowing hunting of wildlife for crop protection.
Yeah, Nilgai or wild boars.
I think we do need to start thinking of our paradigm of wildlife conservation. It's been more than 50 years since the Wildlife Protection Act. And we need to start thinking about the paradigm for wildlife conservation in India for the next 50 years. What should it look like? Should it be as restrictive? Maybe there are new models that can come up which allow people more ownership of the land. So if more areas are being brought into conservation by people, then let there also be some consumptive use of it. And there are very successful models of this all over the world.
Interesting.
That's my controversial take.